Hello children, welcome back to the class and we shall continue with the question and answers in the topic respiration. So what are the remaining questions, important questions? What advantage over an aquatic organism does a terrestrial organism have with regard to obtaining oxygen or respiration? So all the living organisms respire. They take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. So aquatic organisms live in water. They take dissolved oxygen present in the water and leave out carbon dioxide dissolved in water, of course. And terrestrial organisms like man, all the other terrestrial organisms which live on land. So they take in oxygen from the atmosphere and they give out carbon dioxide. But what is the advantage the terrestrial organisms are having over aquatic organisms? So that is the question. So aquatic organisms are taking dissolved oxygen that is present in the water. That is a limited supply of oxygen. Whereas terrestrial organisms have abundant supply of oxygen present in the air. So that is why the aquatic organisms is like fishes, so they breathe very quickly. That means they have to take the dissolved oxygen. That means limited amount of oxygen present in the water in the dissolved form. Whereas terrestrial organisms have sufficient amount of oxygen present in the atmosphere. That is the advantage the terrestrial organisms are having over the aquatic organisms. That is the answer. So simply you can write that the aquatic organisms have limited supply of oxygen in the dissolved form, whereas the terrestrial organisms have sufficient supply of oxygen that is present in the air. So that is why terrestrial organisms have more advantage of getting oxygen when compared to aquatic organisms. So that is the answer. Next one, what are the respiratory organs in different animals? That is the question. So all the organisms respire, but the respiratory organs are not same in all the organisms. Depending upon the habit and habitat, body structure, the respiratory organs vary. That means the size of the organism and where the organism is living, whether it is aquatic or terrestrial organism, and body structure of the organism. All these things make a difference in making the respiratory organs. So let us see what are the respiratory organs in different animals. So in unicellular animals like amoeba, the process of respiration, exchange of gases will take place by means of diffusion through cell membrane. And next one, in annelids like earthworm, leech, amphibians like frog, salamander, etc. Skin is the respiratory organ, and such a type of respiration is called as cutaneous respiration. And in arthropods like cockroach, grasshopper, butterfly, in all those organisms, tube-like structures are present which are called as trachea, and that type of respiration is called as tracheal respiration. And next, in the case of aquatic organisms like fishes, crabs, and tadpole larva of a frog, the respiratory organs are gills. Gills are also called as bronchi, and such type of respiration is called as bronchial respiration. And in terrestrial organisms like mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, mammals means we can take the example of man, bird means any bird, that is parrot, anything, reptiles, lizard, amphibians, frog. So in these are all the organisms, their respiratory organs are lungs. Such type of respiration is called as pulmonary respiration. So depending upon the body structure, size, habitat means the surroundings in which the organism is living. Depending on all those things, the respiratory organs differ. Okay, so in cutaneous respiration, skin is a respiratory organ. Now that is why the skin, they always maintain the skin moist. So because it is very important for maintaining moist nature of skin. Okay, so these are the different respiratory organs present in different animals. Okay, next, another important question is explain the differences between photosynthesis and respiration. We have already discussed the processes of photosynthesis and respiration. So now we are making the differences. What are the main differences between photosynthesis and respiration? First of all, photosynthesis is an anabolic process, constructive reaction. Respiration is a catabolic process, that is a destructive reaction. In photosynthesis, solar energy gets converted into chemical energy, and in respiration, chemical energy will get converted into that is potential energy to perform various activities. And photosynthesis takes place only during daytime. Respiration takes place throughout the day and night. Photosynthesis takes place in the cells which contain chloroplast with chlorophyll pigment, whereas respiration takes place throughout the day and night. And in photosynthesis, photophosphorylation will take place. So that is a new word, formation of ATP in photosynthesis. So we have already discussed in light reaction, the end products are NADPH, ATP and oxygen. ATP is formed in a light reaction of photosynthesis. And in the same way, in respiration also ATP is formed, which releases energy. So formation of ATP in photosynthesis in the presence of light is called as photophosphorylation. It is called as photophosphorylation. And in the case of respiration, the ATP is formed in the presence of oxygen. So it is called as oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, oxidative phosphorylation. Yes. Photophosphorylation and oxidative phosphorylation. And in photosynthesis, energy is stored, whereas in the case of respiration, energy is released. Okay. So in this way, you can see main differences. In case of photosynthesis, the weight of the organism increases, whereas in respiration, weight of the organism decreases. In this way, we can find out major differences between photosynthesis and respiration. Okay, and the next one, how are alveoli are designed to maximize the exchange of gases. So what are alveoli? Alveoli are called units of lungs. So they are small, tiny sac-like structures with a thin membrane, and they are richly supplied with blood vessels. So the veins collect from various cells. They collect carbon dioxide, and the blood vessels reach the alveoli. So when we breathe in, the air containing oxygen enters into the alveoli through respiratory path. So here, this alveoli give out carbon dioxide that was brought by the veins, and they take in oxygen by means of diffusion. So that is why thin sac-like structures, maximum more number of alveoli, tiny sac-like structures are present, and they help in the exchange of gases. That means giving out of carbon dioxide and taking in of oxygen, and that how the blood gets oxidized. And again, a transport system, that is the blood is collected by pulmonary vein, that we will discuss in the next class. So that is alveoli are designed, that means maximum number of tiny sac-like structures are present. They are the units of lungs, and they help in maximum exchange of gases, taking in of oxygen and giving out of carbon dioxide during the process of respiration. So in this way, these are all the important questions which we are discussing. Okay, and next we shall move on to the next topic, that is transport system. Okay, hope you have understood. Okay, if you have any doubts, please let me know. Thank you.